For this video, I'm going to show you how to make a beaded lizard keychain. I have a different hook than this. I'm going to use this ring instead. So I'm going to have this over here as my pattern. And for this project, you're going to need some kind of like keychain sort of thing. I'm using this ring. You're going to need two different color beads. So I'm going to use pink. And I'm going to use like an off-white. You need some string, some kind of cord. This is a little bit thinner than I'd like to use, but it'll work in a pinch. And I find it easiest if I use two dull needles with like an eye big enough to have the cord go through it, but also be small enough to fit through the pony beads. So these are called pony beads in case you wanted to buy your own. You can find them at Michael's. Excuse me, kitty. No, thank you. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of move these aside for now. Put this from right there, I guess. I don't have a big workspace, so I'm going to have to make do. So I'm going to get a length of this cord. I'm going to do, for this, I'm going to do about a little bit smaller than like the length of my arms all the way across. So like, I'm doing about 4 feet. I want to have a little extra to work with. Put that down here. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it onto this ring. And this is not the best way of doing this, but you know, it's functional. So I'm going to put it onto the ring like this, and I'm going to do an overhand knot to kind of attach it. I want it to be pretty loose so that like you can put a key on this maybe, or on your backpack or whatever. So sorry, I did that a little fast. I'm going around like this, and I'm just putting it through the loop. And then I'm trying to kind of get the knot a little further down. So like, see how there's like a little space and you can like move around and it's not like super tight on the ring. I have a little rig. I like making like sturdy surfaces to work from, because I'm making 24 of these for my advisory students. Don't tell them though, it's a secret. They'll find out tomorrow. So I have this little binder clip taped to my workplace here. And then I'm going to take my 2 strings. I guess technically it's only 1, but whatever, there's 2 ends. I'm going to put a needle on each one of them. And I'm using, gosh, what is this called? I think it's called a tapestry needle. It's a dull needle. It has a pretty big eye. And I'm just kind of threading that through. The way I thread needles is I pinch it so it's really flat. I just kind of push it through. And I like choke way up on the thread. All right, so my main color is going to be this off-white color. My highlights are going to be this pink color. I know that on my pattern here, it has the eyes, the feet, and these like 2 dots, different colors. I'm keeping them all the same color just for simplicity. So I'm going to start with my pink. And what I do is I put it on one needle like this, and then I put my needle through, and they kind of cross. If I do this, it's really hard to pinch to like pull them out, but if I cross them like this, then I have something I can grab. I'm all about efficiency. I don't like wasted motions. I got really into this book called Cheaper by the Dozen that we read when I was in like 5th grade or something. And the main character in that book was an efficiency expert. And he talked about wasted motion a lot. And for some reason that just like really appealed to me. So I'm always trying to find the most efficient way of doing things. So my next row is going to be 2 of these white beads right here. This is going to get caught on this. I'll turn that over. It's the same on both sides. I just don't want it to get caught on that little tail there. So this is forming the head of the lizard. And then in this row, I'm going to have, I guess he's an albino. I'm going to pull out 2 pinks and leave one there. It's a little albino lizard. Albino, like albino rabbits, and well, I think animals just have more like reddish tinged eyes, and I think that's because they don't have any pigmentation, so you can see the blood vessels. At least that's what I am guessing. It's getting caught in here, so I'm going to move that over here. Stay off that. Okay, so now I have 2 white ones, and that's for the neck. I just cross them. And then I've got 3 white ones. That's for the shoulders. And cross my needles. Whoa. And here's where things are going to get a little different. So this one, now I'm going to put on an arm. So I'm going to take 2 of these white ones, and the pink one is going to be the hand. And I'm going to go out completely through those beads, and I'm going to come back around just to the white beads. So the pink bead is going to kind of hold those beads in place. And do it on one side, and then I'm going to do it on the other side. So 2 whites and 1 pink. And the exact same thing. You just go through the white ones, or whatever color you're choosing to do your lizard in. And then my next row is going to be 3 whites again. Bring that there. And then I've got this row right here, so it's going to be a white, a pink, and a white. Put them on my needles. And then the next one is going to be 3 white again. And then I'm going to do my next set of legs. And just so you know, like if you can come up with a pattern, you could probably make your own pattern on like graph paper and design your own thing. Like once you know the core concept of how this works, it's really easy to make your own stuff. And there's also books on this too. I think that's where this one came from. I don't know. It just was in a box that was donated to me, so I was like, oh, lizard, that's cool. All right. And then my next row, so is my legs right there. My next row is a white, a pink, and a white. And then I'm going to start reducing it to make the tail. So I just do 2 whites. Another 2 whites. Maybe I should be saying beige. It's not really white. It's an off-white. And then we're going to do 3 single ones in a row. So 1, 2, 3. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie my knot at the end. And I like to do 3 knots because, I don't know, they're more secure. I choose to keep my needles on when I'm tying the knots. You do not have to. You do you. So you got 1, 2, oh, disaster. There we go. And 3. I'm going to take my needles off. And I'm going to trim my string. And be careful not to cut that knot by accident. And let's take out the keychain, and that's what it looks like. And it has this cool like movement to it now. So that's how you do it.